So,
Get into my D&D Beyond.
let's do this. Let's go to. I also need to go to D&D Beyond because that's where I have the session summary. So, hope everyone is doing good. Alright, last week, after a fierce battle with the demons, the party regrouped and introduced themselves to each other as Logan and Valor are new to the party. Malachar created a circle of candles to determine if they were being spied upon during all this introductions. As he finished, the candles did change color, showing that they were being spied on. And then a violent flood of fog rolls in, and a woman, looking eerily too mechanical, introduces herself as Lily. Her purpose of showing up was to see Loliath. She mocks her superior and talks about how she is there to see the work done. And as the idea of attacking is stated, she raises her hand, causing the verdant genasi surrounding the party to reveal themselves, their eyes glowing in the fog. After, she pulls on what looks to be an invisible string, unraveling the mountainous stone behind her in a show of force. She then excuses herself and simply leaves. Afterwards, the party returned to Stone Call to get food and drink. They arranged a meeting with Sethric Valen, who is surprised to see Sir Thomas alive. Some infernal words are exchanged between Sethric and Malachar. And Sethric says that there are some things that should not be said in open areas without proper protection. Malia goes to see the bookseller to ask questions. Sir Thomas went to acquire equipment, and Raven and Malachar helped to assist the new party members in acquiring clothing and getting adjusted to city life. I'm assuming everyone went back to the tavern after this.
Yes.
Okay.
I do believe so.
Alright, so it is now the next day after a long rest. And I will let you guys go from there.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
Alright. Yeah, Malia's probably already up because chance life.
Right. What was our room arrangement? We had nothing special, right?
Yeah, nothing strange.
Paid for what you got. I believe we've paid for a room for Logan and Valor, but Logan's probably away for some reasons. Mysterious reasons.
He went to go sniff berries.
Mm-hmm. I guess, our first... We were going to go see Lady Songbird, correct?
I think so.
So who is this lady you talked about?
Malia looks at Sir Thomas because he's interacted with her the most.
Well, someone's trustworthy. I think. I'm hoping. She's someone who's currently having something arranged for us. Someone we want to talk to and keep in good graces with.
And is she gonna be able to help you in finding that amulet?
I sure hope so, but I believe, and Sir Thomas is going to look over at Malia and say, I believe that is more other people's speed, at least with a translator, no?
I'm not quite sure how many of the scribes are aligned with the loyalists. The job for the artifact was one requested by the Order of Scribes, Kethric Valen being one of that order. He wasn't the one that assigned us that job, though it's just another connection we made along the way. And Lady Songbird and the Loyalists are just another connection we've made along the way, as we took a job from them to destroy some infernal artifacts and retrieve a precious artifact, and now they are interested in working with us further, assigning us a safe house so we don't have to keep on paying for rooms here. And we'll get a lot more job offers from them, being aligned with them. But the Loyalists are a group that are working towards to ensure that the current king remains on the throne.
I see. Well, I hope that the beds aren't as fluffy and uncomfortable as it was here.
Well, this isn't an inn for adventurers. You saw what they managed for someone who doesn't eat meat. I got a few leaves of scraps of lettuce, not even a proper salad, so I'm sure our safe house, we can make arrangements to it. If we want customizable rooms, if we want extra areas to prepare stuff, I would suggest that it's going to be a home that we build together, so as much as it will be a home. And as far as I'm aware, that's the only thing sort of on our register right now.
Apparently. I don't remember of them writing back to us that it was translated, then scroll, or that we have any other jobs.
Well, I do believe he said it would take a week, and it's only been 2 days.
Well,
Fair.
perhaps if we have nothing to do, maybe there are people that need more help in the area.
Perhaps.
Might be worth a shot. I don't know. And Sir Thomas is gonna kind of look around, and he's gonna be like, And he's gonna look over to Malachar. He's gonna point at him. He's gonna look over and like lean in and say, "I need to talk with you later."
I was trying to talk with you before we leave. You said that you have intentions of praying to seek knowledge, and I was wondering if you would like to do it now or later.
Tonight. Not now. We're a bit busy.
Whenever you are ready.
Thank you. And Sir Thomas is gonna stop like crouching around, and he's gonna kind of look around. Being a little bit paranoid.
Alright.
We head off towards the Lady Songbird estate.
Alright. I have opened the map for you guys to look at and maneuver around.
Maneuvering.
Yay! I love the map.
Alright. So you have so the Lady Songbird's estate. I got to make a new map of this, but it's somewhere around about here. Of course, there's always the Merchant's Quarter, which you guys have been to multiple times. Guild's Tavern's right there. Adventurers Guild is this building right here. I'm assuming you guys step out into the street. You see that there are a whole bunch of people running around doing commerce, and people moving towards the Merchant's Quarter. And moving out of the Merchant's Quarter. It just seems like your average, typical, regular day. The clouds are still lingering in the sky, but you do see peaks of sunlight poking through.
Well then, best get to move on, I guess.
Mhm.
Shan't we?
On our way towards Lady Songbird, Malia will tell the group what she learnt about the Fae Genasi, and in case they come across them next time, that um, maybe we can look for one of their items to destroy or keep captive.
Okay. All right, and as you
Stay.
arrive to the estate, I'm assuming you knock on the door. Yeah.
Mhm.
You're welcomed in. The butler says, "Ah, welcome. Come in, adventurers. I believe Lady Songbird wished to see you."
Perfect. Right on time.
And he leads you back to her study. And you enter in, and she's there working on some documents. He says, "Ah, adventurers. If are you ready to go to the safe house?"
Ready. I've been ready since I mentioned it.
Well, it is ready for you. You may go at any time. I do have a particular request for you, should I understand you wish to get settled in as soon as possible, but there is a small matter that is taking place to the north. Shouldn't be anything dangerous. It's just a simple... it seems like just a simple mission, if you are willing to go on it.
Simple mission. No danger.
Well, I mean, if you, for adventurers such as yourselves, I doubt wildlife might be of any danger to you, but it seems as though there is a bit of
I
a
would
situation.
imaginate that I believe that she is foolish enough to believe what she's saying.
Well, what type of situation is this?
Well, there's a village that resides along the border of the Freedom States, and we have received reports that their singing stones have gone silent. Now, these stones are important to the village's cultural practices, and we wish to keep them happy. So we would be sending you to go investigate.
And what about the wildlife?
There might be wildlife coming from further into the forest to the north, but shouldn't be anything out of the ordinary.
So, if it's so easy and not dangerous, why would you send us?
Well, it seems as though you have been going through some rather difficult things. I figured you might want an easy win.
Oh,
And you need to kill some time. Because I understand you're waiting for the translation from Assyrian, are you not?
Right.
So, you go and help out the villagers, so you're known as local heroes to them. You do us a good service. You kill some time, maybe get some gold in the process.
Simple. Cut and dry. I like it.
Is it always this easy?
No, no. Typically, no. You can ask Raven and Malachar and Malia about the one time with the stone golem. Ooh, hated that.
yeah, I raise my arms, shake my head towards my crew, and I get... Sure. Like, sure. Guess there's nothing stopping.
All right. Well, if you do, you have any other questions, or do you just simply need the directions to the Westerian estate for the safe house?
I'd say just the directions.
Wonderful, wonderful.
No way.
And any other contact people or tried to reach contact with us will be aware that we're now located at that estate.
Yes.
Elias will not be present to hear the directions of the estate.
Okay. Is there like a...
Prying.
Huh?
She doesn't want prying eyes to be hearing, listening in.
Hmm.
All right. Well, they gave you coordinates for the. She gives you the coordinates and the direction for the Westerian estate, and she says it is to the west towards the mountains, and it's about an hour walk.
Well, I'm glad it's outside of the city.
Makes it easier.
Sounds almost too easy, doesn't it?
Much rather be too easy than not easy enough. Had too much trouble with that.
Let's see where easy gets us.
To the west, wouldn't that be dangerously close to this forest?
The Freedom States?
So the Freedom
No,
States are to the
south of
north,
Stonecall.
Okay.
Yeah.
south of
South of
Stonecall.
Stonecall.
So it is, yeah, it's to the west. It's up in an area where it wouldn't be problematic. So I'm assuming you guys head in that
make it-
direction.
Yeah. Might make it easier next time we have to go back to the temple, that if we can
Well-
push it and reach our estate, we don't have to worry about reaching the city gates by a particular time.
Before Lilias wants to go anywhere, she wants to pick up her thing from the magic store.
Okay. So you go into the merchant's quarter to go pick up your item from the and what was the item I said you wanted?
Something to block divination.
All right, yes, and you do pick up that specific item that you're after.
And what is that specific item?
I did not make it, did not generate it yet, so that's on me. But you get an item that was it a cloak that you were after?
No, it was. I don't know.
Wasn't that a ring or something?
Like some sort of like amulet.
Okay. Yeah, so you would pick up an amulet, and it blocks.
Amulet of proof against detection and location. While wearing this amulet, you can't be targeted by divination spells or perceived through magical scrying sensors unless you allow it.
God damn.
That's gonna be really
is-
good.
It is a basic magic item in the DMG.
Okay.
Well, goddamn anyway. All right.
I will spend the time it takes to attune to it, and then we can go to the safe house.
All right. Well, I think attuning to it will take a night.
It takes an hour to attune.
Then it takes an hour to attune. Ordinarily, it's a night.
It's an hour in the book.
Yeah, but for you, it's a night.
Well, no, I'm saying that for on average for attuning to items, it tends to be you have to spend do a long rest with it. But we're splitting hairs here. So you pick up the item, and you leave Stonecall. Correct?
I'd say so.
Okay. And you go all the way to the Westerian estate, and you are met with a gate. And you see that beyond the gate, you see this nice, gorgeous view of the mountains, but there's this really tall gate, and behind it appears to be some sort of like very, very well built manor.
Impressive.
That seems quite pricey for a hideout.
We're not spending money. More. How do I say this? Debt. Like, we do this for them, they do this for us type beat. Rather than money alone.
A trade.
Of sorts.
Is the gate unlocked, or
It is not
did
unlocked.
Did she give us a key?
She did not give you a key.
Well, I could break into our own safe house, or we could just wait until later.
You can knock.
How about we knock? Yeah.
We should probably knock. We should probably knock.
But I want to use my brand new
Valar
advantage
wouldn't
on
die.
Flight of Hand.
I was already super preparing for breaking into this. I was already about to cast.
I mean, isn't it?
I mean,
our
I
safe house?
was so ready for
that's
it.
our-
I'm just gonna cast guidance on our rogue anyway.
Honestly, Valar wouldn't tell the difference between locked or unlocked. It's just a door you have to go through. So yeah, by all means.
We knock.
All right. And I'm sure you lock down enough. You hear someone it's like, oh, who's there?
It's
The
us.
Nevermore group.
Oh, you're the adventurers that Lady Songbird sent. Oh, let me come down. Unlock the gate for you. I mean, you hear ruffling and shuffling, and someone goes to the door, and you hear a whole bunch of chains rattling and unlocking, and the door swings open. Says, welcome to the Westerian estate. And it appears to be a guy. He's in these brown overalls. He's wearing, a cap on his head, and you look like a lively bunch. And you're strange looking. Looks at Logain. He's not here to say anything, so he's just well, no matter. Come in. Lord Westerian's waiting for you.
I would like to cast detect magic to especially checking the door mechanisms.
Okay.
Is there much wildlife in the area in the estate? Like maybe can I notice? Like I don't know if there's a tree. Maybe there's like a.
Oh, there's lots of trees. Like this fence goes a huge area, covers a huge area. It's blocking in a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So, but there are trees, and there appears to be one like giant building that appears to be a mansion, and over on the right of this estate area, there seems to be, a smallish looking house. Here, let me actually get the image here. But yeah, you don't detect anything when it comes to magic, Malachar. Not on the gate anyway.
Nothing magical in a 30-foot square for me.
Nope.
Okay. Interesting.
No, I'm magic. That was a bad joke. I appreciate the chuckle. Thank you.
So, following him up, I'm assuming you guys are following him, right? Because he's trying to lead you up to the estate.
Sure. My detect magic is still up. If there's something I would like to know.
Okay. Well, he takes you up into the house, and the door swings open, and there appears to be a couple more household helpers, servants, butlers, various sorts, that are, ready and prepared to greet you. And the head butler says, "Greetings, adventurers. I believe Lord Wisterian is having his breakfast, if you would like to go speak with him."
Greetings. It's a pleasure to meet you. So, you are the loyal servant of this house.
Yes, I am.
And you are trustworthy.
I would hope so.
Insight check.
Okay.
Man, the man I want to roll insight on is Malachar, not anyone else.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
50.
Yeah, no, it seems to be telling you the truth.
It's a pleasure to have loyal members in a house like this.
Alright. And he leads you back to the dining room where Lord Wisterian appears to be eating a plate of food. He's like, adventurers, come in. I am excited to meet you. And he stands up and he rushes over to whoever's in front. And he starts shaking their hand vigorously. So who is in front?
Who's usually in front?
I mean, I'm definitely up there. I mean, the other people that will be up front are not here, so I guess I could say.
Yeah, Sir Thomas probably is getting his hand shaken at first. He probably says something. Give him an opportunity to do that. Then he'll shake Malachar's hand. It's like, "And what is your name?" Malachar. You look like a creepy guy, but that's okay. And he goes on to the next person, which might be, I'm going to say, is Logain. It's like, "You're a big one, aren't you?" And then
He probably growls at him.
I know a guy that has a fiercer growl than you do. Don't worry. And moves on to Valar.
Hello.
And he's shaking your hand vigorously.
I'm getting good at it.
You got something behind that mask, I'm guessing. Your eyes are glowing.
You guessed right.
All right, well. Pleasure to meet you. You said Valar?
Yes.
Yes, well, pleasure to meet you, Valar. And then he goes to Malia. All right, pleasure to meet you, miss. What's your name?
Malia, and she will give him like one of those regal bows that you give people who are lords in courts.
You don't need to do anything so fancy. I got this title from lots of hard work killing people, so don't stress over it. And then he goes up to Liliath. Says, and what's your name?
I was muted. She will just simply say Raven.
Ah, Raven. That's not foreboding at all. All right, well, come in. Come sit down and eat. Are you guys hungry? Have you eaten anything?
Please.
I'm always starved.
Oh, and you, the one with the gaunt-looking face. What's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas.
Call me Thomas.
All right. Well, pleasure to meet you, Thomas. Are you a drinker?
Thank you. Oh, I've been growing my appetite for it.
Oh, great, because I've been needing a drinking buddy. Oh, come on.
Let's
Sit
go.
down. We got some stuff to talk about.
All right then. Sir Thomas is gonna sit.
Well, I want to hear about some of your adventures and some of the stuff you've gone through, and I've gotten some information from Lady Songbird. Sweet lady, she is, but like, kind of serious for my taste.
About what we've all been through.
Sure, yeah, I'd love to hear your war stories. Let's go. Come on, tell me.
Well, our most recent adventure, Malia, Raven, Malakar, Valar, and Loghain over there, we ended up deterring a demonic invasion. That was quite something.
That sounds like a pretty epic moment.
A demon spoke to me about my family and how he knew them. It was very strange. Felt like I was in some type of Twilight Zone. Sir Thomas is gonna look off to a camera and he's gonna look back after he said that.
Oh, you're possessed by a demon, are you?
It's no idea. And then also, actually, I'm not sure if I should share this next part. That's more, Raven. That's more your business. She may share that if she feels comfortable.
I would prefer not.
Well, you may find that out another day. Well, we also ended up going to this cavern, right?
Yes,
Cavern,
yes.
large cavern. And we had to go through all these guards that puffed into smoke. Some of them blew up in my face. You'd think I'd learn by the third guy, hey, maybe don't hold on to this person. It's gonna explode in your face. But no, it was after the fifth one I did. But we ended up getting this gem. And we awoke in something, and it threw us around like ragdolls. It was a big, gigantic stone golem. Worst
Wow.
thing of my life, I swear.
You fought a stone golem. That's impressive.
And won, all of us. It was a thing, for sure. In fact, actually, the first time I ever met this group, I went to a group of 5 people. Tried to hold one really close down, and I promptly got thwarted. They saved me, thankfully. Sir Thomas is gonna look behind him and look at everybody and say, I'm grateful to have allies close like this that are willing to save my dumbass.
Well, it's always good to have some good allies. That's what I thought about General Tiger Claw. You might have met him, you might have seen him, I don't know. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But it's always good to have good allies. So, what are you guys eating? What do you guys want to eat?
Have you got game?
Of course we got game. What kind of game are you looking for?
Oh, you know I love some good hair.
Hair?
I'll just nod.
You mean like he starts plucking,
Rabbit.
pulling at his own hair? Oh, rabbit. Oh, I thought you were going to ask for pancakes, and you were like, hey waiter, there's a hair in my pancakes, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we got rabbit.
That guy's funny.
Well, what else can I get for you? Is it you guys just want rabbit? That's all you want?
Well, I don't speak for them.
Rabbit sounds good. Maybe some water.
Well, we got plenty of water. Lord knows I don't drink enough of
More
it.
of that. Can we get some more of that drink with the tingling? What'd you call it again?
Ale.
Yes.
Oh
please.
wait, we're low on ale because I've been drinking it all.
Well,
Do believe
that's a
that.
shame. We'll just take the rest. No problem.
You know, then the waiters are going in and out. They're bringing out rabbit and ale to people that ask for it. So what about the rest of you? What do you all want?
That would work. A rabbit sounds delightful.
Oh, and something vegetarian from Malia.
Oh, vegetarian, huh? All right. Well, what kind of salad do you want? You want a salad or do you want something else?
I can forage quite.
Oh, there's no need to forage. We got a whole bunch of stuff here. Just tell me what you want and we'll make it for you.
I appreciate that. We do have a mission that we are heading out on, though.
Ah, but there's nothing like traveling on a full stomach.
The mushrooms here are quite decent.
I don't know what you said about something about mushrooms, but if you like mushrooms, there's plenty of them around here. I think half of them are poisonous.
Yeah, I don't typically eat a mushroom until it's been tested.
There's like the
Okay,
red with white
tested
spots, and
pretty
then
much
there's the
all
red
of them.
white with red spots. You never know which one's which.
I usually give them to Logan and see how he reacts.
When in doubt, give it to the big guy. He'll eat anything.
Just a simple salad is fine. Cucumbers, carrots.
All right. And a waiter goes back to the kitchen and then comes back out with a really elegantly made salad with like peeled carrots and radishes and all sorts of vegetables on there. All right. Well, I suppose you have your initial mission that you want to do, but I do need to talk to you about a different mission, if you have time.
More missions.
Oh, we got plenty of missions. There's always work to be done.
As long as there's always pay to be had.
Absolutely. And I guess if you guys want to go check out your safe house, drop some stuff off there if you don't want to carry it, or you can go pick up some stuff, or if you just need to change clothes, grab the bedrooms and figure out who's sleeping on what bunk.
I thought this was the safe house.
No, this is my house. You guys got your own house. And you guys can see it in the maps and images. Like, you'll see in the background, that's Lord Wisterian's estate, and then in the foreground, that's the safe house.
I see. Very nice. Well, thank you for the food.
Yes, of course. So, we need to bring down some questionable people when it comes to this organization that we're fighting against. The Grushian's Shadow, I believe was what they're called.
Oh.
So, there happens to be a trade line smuggling in random infernal artifacts that nobody cares for. And we would like to get the guy that does it.
I'm gonna look over at Malachar before I say anything. Malachar, what's your character gonna do whenever he hears infernal artifacts? I'm very curious.
I mean, he's always interested. You can roll an insight check if you want.
Oh yes, I want to see exactly how you're feeling about this. I want to see if you're giddy like a child. Hold on,
Roll
let's
an
see.
insight check for me personally.
I got an 8.
Let me check. I have a passive deception of 14.
You have a passive deception?
I mean, a passive.
Didn't realize that.
A passive number is always just 10 plus minus your modifier, and if you have advantage, disadvantage is a plus or minus 5. Basically.
Oh,
So I
okay,
have a plus
gotcha.
4 on deception, so that's basically a passive deception of 14.
Gotcha. Holy cow, the map is
But
big.
you can't read hooded, bandaged face of Malakar.
Well, Sir Thomas is gonna look back around. He's gonna be like, "Sure, I'm certain our buddy there, pointing over Malakar, would definitely appreciate something like that."
Well, the idea is to make sure that nobody gets the artifacts and make sure the artifacts are destroyed. We don't want people smuggling stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Yeah. He would love to make sure that would be stopped.
Yes, yes. Good. Well, we're on the same page. Now,
Of course.
I suppose you got some other stuff that you guys want to do?
Yes, I believe we do.
Okay. Good. Well, in that case, let's go. We'll go ahead and make sure that you guys get settled in properly, and we can discuss more later on. Once you're done with this other mission that Lady Songbird set you on.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You have been very helpful and kind.
Of course. You know what they always say. Kindness is always a great thing to do.
I agree.
Well, I'm stuffed. I gotta go take care of some things. You guys can go show yourselves over to the safe house, and Butler will escort you out here.
Of course.
Thank you.
All right. And as you're escorted out, you are able to make your way over to the safe house if that's where you guys want to stop first.
Do we want to do the quest first, or do we want to go over to the safe house first?
Well, it's right here. Might as well.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay.
It'd be kind of silly to go all the way and then have to come back.
Right.
All right. And as you go into the safe house, you are met with several different rooms. And let me go ahead and share all of them. So in the backyard, there appears to be a little training area. And there's a dormitory area. There seems to be a all-purpose chapel available to use. That's the dining area. And it comes with its own little,
Are we supposed to be seeing something?
It's in maps and images. It's not on the.
and there's like its own little forge available as well. So these are the different areas in this safe house that you have access to.
That's gonna be very convenient.
A shame we don't have our own private rooms.
There are like individually private rooms, like that's just kind of what the rooms look like. But there are private rooms. It's like you can have it. It's set up to be able to facilitate. Like it has 4 different rooms, so 4 people would end up sharing a room. But otherwise,
It's okay. Sir Thomas can sleep in the forge. He doesn't mind. He's used to sleeping on the ground.
I will probably just be sleeping outside anyway. I probably falling asleep in those rooms.
How is this land? What's the border control here like? Are there fences? Are there
There's these big
Russia.
stone. There's like wall partitions and stone barriers. Like there's like there's gates, but you know.
So all in all, this is like a mansion.
So there's you can see that it's like a small, like it's like a tiny little mansion, sure, if you want to consider it that, but the actual mansion's off further away.
I think I get it.
So, is there anything specific you guys want to do while you're here?
I would like to take a patrol on the border.
We can do that after we get settled.
Sure. If you want to settle first and want to do this together,
It's not about doing it together. I don't care if you do it, but we have. It was just more to drop off any supplies we wanted to keep here, so it's not at Guild's Tavern anymore. We have a mission to go out on. We will have plenty of time to tour the grounds and get to know the safe house.
well, I don't have much items, so there's not much to drop here for me. So my idea was to get myself useful and check the grounds and the borders here while you get yourself settled. But
Well, from the sounds of it, there's not a lot of us that have a lot of stuff that we carry around anyway. It's just good to see the footprint. We could discuss further ideas now that we know what it looks like. And at the very least, once we return from this mission, we can come right here.
sure.
With that settled, though, should we go?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And do you guys have horses or no? Or are you just walking?
We could have horses.
I mean, do we have horses?
You
Is
guys
that
can
the-
rent. You guys can rent horses. Like that is a thing.
Hold on. How much gold do I have? Let me see. I mean,
From this mansion, we can rent horses.
Yes.
What
Yes,
kind
that's
of
always kind of been a thing.
Huh?
fucking
that's awesome.
rich ass?
Yeah. This dude's a
Motherfucker
celebrated war
weird.
general. Like that got a noble title. Like.
I'm getting more and more suspicious here. Good.
Then
I
don't
don't-
stay here.
I say let's get horses. Let's get horses, dude.
I mean, sure.
Let's ride off like some cowboys.
If they are here, sure, let's get horses.
How much would the horses run us?
5 silver to rent.
Okay.
Sure.
Is that per day or?
Yep. It's gonna be per day. So the location that you guys have is within a day's journey by horse. So you imagine it'll take 2 days back and forth.
So we'll need 3 gold, 6 gold for the amount of horses for our party.
Yeah, sounds good.
Download. Okay. All right. I'm working on uploading the map for where you guys are trying to go. So in the meantime, so you guys are roughly right here. Okay, and you're going to about here.
Mhm.
So you go ahead
So
and
can you show again where we're going?
right where the icon is.
You have to sort of scroll in. It's a little token.
Okay. And with on a fairly uneventful trip, you do make it to what seems to be this small little town. Okay. I just gotta hit the. There we go. All right. And now I gotta populate it. Four, five, six. All right, and you guys are coming in from down here on horses. And you can see ahead of you, there appear to be a giant pile of stones in the middle of this village here. There's farmland. The trees are starting to populate the area. You see that there's some plants growing. And there appears to be a whole bunch of straw on the far end.
Imagine those stones are the standing stones we were told about. Singing stones.
Okay. So, what are you guys wanting to do?
Well, I guess maybe we should try and talk to a few people around. Ask them
Well,
what the deal is.
if we head towards where the stones are, maybe we'll find a village leader or something like that.
Yep, I agree.
Oh. Do this by talking. I mean, if you want to do it that way, I can take the lead.
You're not the best to be talking to people.
What do you mean?
I mean,
You're-
I feel he's pretty good at talking.
Yes, but he's not the best in this party to be talking to people.
If you say so.
Take the lead.
I was actually going to recommend Sir Thomas take the lead, as he is more jovial and welcoming to everybody he meets.
Sure, if you so desire.
Gonna come
Just,
with some, yeah.
What am I asking again? Sorry, my mind blanked.
We were sent here to inquire about their singing stones and why they've gone quiet.
Right. Okay. Sure, let's venture forth and find out.
Okay. And as you approach this village chief, he seems to be a older man, a little more heavy set, sitting in a what looks to be, or sitting on top of what looks to be a tree stump. Looks up at you. Says, well, welcome to the village of Gristle, and he reaches back to his backside and starts scratching. And who are you?
We are the crew of Nevermore, sir. Local adventurers. We've been growing our name a little. We've been sent to ask about your singing stones and why they don't sing.
Oh, you're here about that. Oh, yeah, no, well, the stones stopped singing, so if you could fix it, we'd be very appreciative.
Do you
What does
possibly
that
know
do,
why?
Wow. I don't know, maybe. I don't, like, for something, someone bumped something, and then the rocks just kind of did this weird thing, and then it just stopped singing, but who knows?
Why are these stones so important to you?
Well, you see, the summer harvest is coming up, and it's just part of our celebration. We just, we think of it as being a good omen to have them singing when we're harvesting our plants. So when it's not singing, it's probably, a bad omen.
Mm.
We did employ some like extra strong pest control the other day. Like we were going around picking off some badgers, but I don't know if that had anything to do with it. That wouldn't be the first time we've taken out the badgers, but who knows? By the way, do you like badger jerky?
Sure.
Badger
Why
isn't
not?
quite tasty.
It'll be 2 copper.
2 copper. Fine. Sir Tom's is gonna reach in his bag and quickly get out like 2 copper.
Pleasure doing business. And he hands you a big old thing of badger jerky.
I take it we're clear to investigate the stones ourselves.
Yeah,
Right.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna ritually
Investigate.
cast identify on the stones.
The stones appear to be fragments of the mountainous stone that was very similar to where the demons came out of, but they do not appear to be in any way affected by demonic presence. Like, so it's I'm just saying it's part of that same mountain that blew up. But it's not displaying those properties.
Okay.
I'm just going to investigate around the area for any damage to the stones, any burrows of these badgers they spoke of.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Are any spells affecting these stones?
None that you can determine. There do not appear to be any burrows around these stones.
So unless a particular spell has been hidden, I've identified it, and there's not a lot of information I got.
Well, maybe it wasn't done by magical means.
Maybe someone simply broke it. Or, heck, Sir Thomas is gonna look down and then look back up and say, maybe someone decided to sing off key and the stone didn't like that very much.
Who? And I'm gonna look to the chief if he's still hanging around.
Oh yeah, no, he's still sitting on a stump.
He said somebody bumped into the stones or something?
Yeah, I think it was Herbert. He bumped into the stones, something fell over, and we put it all back the way it was, but, you know, normally just keep singing.
What exactly fell over?
Oh, it's just that rock right there in front of you. And he points to a
I
rock
look
that's,
at the.
yeah, it's
Is it
clearly
all,
still
like,
sitting there.
crack damage?
There's no damage to it, or I mean, not that you can tell, nothing clear or obvious.
Hmm.
Try touching it, Sir Thomas.
Oh, all right, I guess. And I'm gonna go down, try to pick up the rock, see if I could try to fix it.
Okay. There are roles you guys can be doing that you should be, that will have
Is there
answers.
a role I should be making for this?
Normally, you prompt us for that.
So, well, I mean, I got to know what exactly you guys are wanting to do, because, like, yeah, you're looking at it. Sure, there's the investigation checks. There's different things you guys can be trying to do. I'm just saying that there's nothing the identify spell prompts. Like, the identify, it doesn't seem that there's anything there.
Can I do a
I would-
religion check while this rock's in my hand? Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right.
What you would understand is, from as far as religious context goes, like, there's no specific religious symbols on these things. It appears to be very, important to the village here.
Maybe the arcane is involved with this rock. I'd assume if it sings.
I've identified it already. It doesn't have anything affecting it.
Can I perform an insight check, possibly on this rock in my hand? See if it feels any emotions.
How about
this rock?
do an Arcana check instead of Insight,
Okay.
because you're not gonna detect any emotions
Ooh, I
from
got
the rock.
16.
Okay, you detect that this rock might be missing its magic,
Oh no!
which is why you don't
I
detect it.
can't
Which
fix
is
the
why
rock.
Identify doesn't detect a spell that's not there.
The rock is missing something. It's magicalness, I think. Maybe it lost it somehow. But was it stolen?
Does it look like there are, when it fell over, like, are there any runes or carvings in the stones? Maybe one of the runes or the carvings got scratched.
No runes or carvings within the stone.
Okay.
Could I try to investigate what's missing in this thing?
You can. You want to investigate? Whatever spell was causing it to emanate sound and sing is missing.
How do we put a spell back on a stone?
Can I try and look around the stone? See if I find any clues, maybe like footprints or stuff like that. It seems like quite unusual.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll investigation.
I'm gonna guide you.
Okay. So you can roll a d4 to add to that.
Yep.
It's at 21.
There seem to be some steps that are larger than usual moving in this direction, but otherwise it seems as though there's
So
a lot of there's
investigation.
a lot of footprints around this thing. There's people walk around this all the time.
Which direction was that?
So over this way.
Like how large are the steps?
It seems to be larger than your average human's footsteps.
I look at Logain. Is that you?
Logain would say I didn't walk over there because he didn't.
Well, I'll point that out to the rest of the party. I don't know if that helps, but Those footsteps don't belong to any mere commoner.
Mere commoner.
I
Or
look
saying
to
we
the
should possibly
chief
follow the trail?
again.
Whatever was in that stone that gave its magic, it was stolen. So the stone is apparently broken in some sort, correct?
I mean, the stone, like it's the stone looks as though it's been fractured, but not from anything recent. Like it's very clearly just something, you know, part of whatever caused a mountain to blow up, however long ago.
I never got your name.
Oh,
I
my name is Chief Long John.
Oh no.
Right. Where did you say this Herbert lived?
He lives down at the end of the way. He's gonna point down.
Which way?
It's over here.
And I look to the rest of the party. Well,
Sorry, I
before we
missed that
go
part.
off,
Who is that
before we
person?
go off, okay, never mind.
What's that? Confused.
What did you say?
I think she's doing locate spell, but she also just said never mind, so I'm...
I was just confused about who that person in the top right was.
It's Herbert.
Oh, Herbert.
Not Herbert.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I guess let's go talk to him then.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't talk to him first.
Sure. Talk. Why not?
Okay.
Malia's gonna stay by the stones and she's gonna try to reverse engineer thinking like a thief would and sort of try to get an insight to if someone stole something from this area and they were a thief, which way they would go.
You approach Herbert. He appears to be picking his nose.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Look, they're farmers, commoners. They don't really care. Like,
Are you insulting rednecks?
yes.
I am.
Oh, dude.
This is, can I help you with something?
Yes, we're looking for someone by the name of Herbert.
That's me. Did I owe you child support or something? I don't recall you. How drunk was I?
Drunk enough to knock over the stones.
Oh no, that was, I wasn't drunk during that. I just saw this really tall person.
Regardless.
Really... Wait, what?
When you knocked them over, you broke them.
What? When did I break the
They are
stone?
They're not singing anymore, and that's the story we've heard.
I don't know. I saw a really weird person, and that's why I knocked over the stones on accident. It was accident. I didn't mean to do it. Really tall, colorful thing.
Really? Could you describe it in greater detail
Uh,
than just really tall, colorful thing?
He kind of like takes his hand, like holding him at the same level. Then he just starts raising his hand up into the air till about 8-9 feet. It's like, yeah, it's probably about that tall. Had a lot of colors on him. Looked like he was holding some sort of a cloth.
Like a handkerchief cloth? Sackcloth? What do you mean by cloth?
Oh, it's just like looked, I guess, like a handkerchief.
Did he take it from the stone? Did he have it before he bumped into it?
Looks like he was blowing his nose on it. But like, I don't know. I was more focused on putting the stone back.
Right.
But when it turned around, she was gone. Or it was gone, whatever it is. I don't know. It kind of looked like a woman. Big nose.
Big nose. Okay. Do you know where she might have went, possibly?
I don't know where she went, but like, she was holding the cloth and it's kind of big.
Got you. Did anyone else see this?
I don't know. People thought I was crazy. They thought I was being drunk again. But I swear to you, I was sober the entire time.
Inside.
I sure hope so.
You can incite him.
See if he's full shit.
70.
He is lying.
He was drunk. Oh no.
Okay. So,
Ah,
how about we keep this friendly? And I offer you to buy your next 5 tavern taps if you tell us everything to the least very specific detail what you know, and we will forget that you tried to fool us.
how did I try to fool you?
I do not 100% believe you, but let's
He's not
forget
worth
that.
it, Malakar. He's clearly an idiot.
He is, but let's forget that. What?
I don't know what that word means, but I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
Yes, you do that.
What do you?
And then I
know?
turn away and start heading back to the stone.
You keep forgetting that Malakar is an idiot too. We probably share the same intelligence score.
Hang on. This is his. This is his intelligence, whatever this number is. Apparently, he has got an average intelligence.
Wait,
Man,
I just rolled his intelligence on a 2d6, hoping it would be lower. But apparently he got a 10. Anyway, digressing.
well, at this very moment, he beat him.
He just doesn't know what the word idiot means.
So, tell us everything, you know. Like, no excuses. If there is anything you did wrong, we do not care.
I was just
Tell
walking
us
along, decided to go hang out next to the stones. I saw this weird tall thing, scared me. I knocked over the stone, put the stone back, and it just wasn't singing anymore. I turned around, big lady was gone. What do you want me to say?
Inside check. Is that everything he knows?
If you want to incite him.
24.
Hey, he's telling you the truth. Like, everything he said is true.
Okay. I toss him a gold coin. Thank you.
Just starts looking at it. I hadn't seen one of these before. What do these do?
You can pay your
gives you
fucking
food.
bills with it.
Ah, we pay our bills in copper. Don't you know that? How stupid are you?
I nod and turn around.
We're not getting much out of him.
So what do you suggest we do then?
Well, you found a trail, did you not?
We could follow it.
Probably would be wisest.
All right.
Sure, I'm reaching my limits here. My personal limits.
I say we follow that trail.
I agree.
That's probably the least violent option.
And you wonder why she didn't want Alucard to take the lead in talking to people.
Right, yeah.
So that's a good thing, right?
Okay. So you guys are going
Anyway,
down the pathway,
Track. Yes,
or
I guess so.
I will track the track.
all right. Me open up map browser. Go get to the other map that I have in here. Where is it? Here it is. All right. You go further up the trail, you see that you're passing more into the forested areas. And did I miss someone? I missed somebody.
Probably
Okay.
Malia.
I got Malia. So you guys are about right there. And there appears to be you crossed over to the other side of the river. It appears that you guys are now on the side of the Freedom States and like in those boundaries.
Because I'm on the side of the Freedom States, I am being very stealthful. Just a 20.
Okay.
Everyone roll, or
If you want to roll, like you don't need to. It's just Malia wanted to.
Yeah, Malia's from the Freedom States, so she's just being cautious. She's sticking to the trees.
I think I'd rather just be more perceptive in my surroundings.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
what
would like to investigate using my quick search ability with Observant.
Okay.
So, investigation. That's a better roll. 21.
All right. You do see that the footsteps are leading you somewhere.
Okay.
They kind of go to here and then they disappear.
Oh, there I am. I was like, I didn't see my token.
I'm so sorry. Every time you do something, I'm like on my character sheet and I miss it.
You said it's up here.
So that's about right.
Up
right.
by the...
Like
yeah.
it
Okay.
seems as though something goes until right there.
Holy moly! All right.
Oh no.
Maybe something. Can we send Raven?
How about
you send
I'll stay close in the trees.
her?
Okay.
We send something to investigate.
Alrighty.
What?
Don't you have a friend that can go beyond this point and see what's behind that rock?
She is more than just some friend. And frankly, I'd rather protect her more than that.
I'll go ahead,
Okay.
keeping my stealth up.
Okay. Me. All right.
Just
So,
let me when I get too close.
well, you In the while you don't perceive any. Actually, you want to go ahead and do a perception check for me. Oh. You don't hear or see anything yet.
Hey, I will say, I was let know of something a bit ago. I do have to leave here in like 15 minutes, so letting y'all know that now. My apologies, but yeah.
good.
Can I also roll a perception check to see if I notice anything?
Sure.
Or we're trying to.
Well, it depends on where are you standing?
You see where Malachar is? I'm just gonna keep heading
Okay.
up with him.
All right. Go ahead and roll perception.
Perception, baby. 14.
You don't hear or see anything yet.
Interesting. Okay.
From where we are, do the footsteps continue, or are they still stopped?
The footsteps seem to have stopped right there.
Okay.
I would like to do another quick search with investigation
Okay.
as I get closer to the spot.
Does anybody else find it weird how 100% zoom is so tiny?
Yeah, it's because I have to scale the map, and then it's weird. So you go ahead and make an Arcana check because you seem to notice something is off.
Nice. I'm actually proficient in that. 19.
You kind of get a sense that there's a magical trail of energy going in this direction.
I'll step out of the trees and direct my group to stay off the path and get closer to the cave using the tree line.
And it looks to be an enclosure of stones.
Well, if I do that.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if there's a trap there or not, but let's stay off that path, and I'll try to. Keeping my stealth up, I'll try to peek around this corner.
All right. And you do begin to hear a bit of singing. As when you look around, you see a rather tall, what looks to be a fey creature, or a fey figure, singing and like holding on to her clothing and as if she's enjoying something.
That noise.
Enjoying
What's
something.
that noise?
It's the person who.
Do I know much about these fake creatures? Like, are they hostile usually, or not?
I mean, face are bitches. Usually.
I take
Excuse
offense to
me?
that.
Yeah.
What do I know of phase?
Never said all of them are, but face are usually.
You wouldn't necessarily know anything about this particular fae if that's what if you're trying to glean
Oh,
information.
just like in general, like if they're hostile or not.
There are
Wait.
some that are malicious, but you would know that most fae in this area are not.
It heavily depends.
Warden, may I, for a first time ever, use my feet and study this creature for a minute?
Sure.
Awesome. Let me know whenever the minute's up.
Okay, the minute's up. You don't detect any ill will.
Any ill will. Okay. I'm gonna look over to my group and I'm gonna be like, guys, I think we should talk with them. No funny movements. Be peaceful. My vibe check was good.
What?
Just
Are
follow
you-
my lead.
I am not so certain
you-
about this.
I agree with you.
Trust
I'm
me.
gonna, I'm gonna start the motion with you.
I tap you, give you guidance, and heavily suspiciously follow you.
Alright. I'm gonna walk slowly into the cave and I'm gonna announce my presence. Hello.
It's like, oh,
I mean you no harm. I apologize for startling
And
you.
she's shushing you right now. Shh, 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 shh,
Oh.
shh, shh. Just a moment more. This part is humming in C sharp, and it's so very shy about being seen. And she
I have a different idea to talk to her, sing to her.
she twists her fingers in the air and then pulls a strand taut, and it seems to emit a musical chime before vanishing into a length of rainbow-flecked cloth. It's like, there, a song preserved. Now, what are you?
So, wait, Molly, did you tell me to sing, like your character?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Alright, well, Sir Thomas is gonna try to sing to her. Pardon me, this is a little bit on the spot. I would but request one mere slight suggestion. I need to inquire about something from you.
Go ahead, because you did such a great job. I'm gonna say roll performance at advantage.
Yay! Yay!
got
Thank
guidance.
you.
And you have proficiency
guidance.
because you're a fucking drinker monk, right?
I do. I think so. Hold on. We got an 11. Wait, hold on. 22. I got a 22.
And you
Now-
can add a
guidance.
d4. You can add a d4 if you want.
Wait, hold on. I'm adding a d4. Let's see how good we are. 22. 23. I got a 23. Okay, what does that do?
Well, she smiles and she tilts her head. Ah, that was quite beautiful. I'm, well, you don't necessarily need to sing, but I did find that rather enjoyable. And that will have an impact later.
Awesome. Thank you. I wish to ask you,
Why did you
What?
stop singing?
well, she said it's not needed.
So,
Later. Anyways, we were sent here by the village, nearby. Their singing stone, it, stops singing for them. They believe it is an impending warning. A
Oh.
bad omen, if you will.
That was yours? I thought it was abandoned. Sitting there, humming to no
Oh.
one.
No, ma'am. It
like
was not
an-
ours, it was the village's.
I only took a little. Just enough to make this. And she extends her hand, and what appears to be a shimmering strip of cloth pulses faintly with a low harmonic vibration. And you can
Yeah.
kind of hear a humming sound coming from it. Isn't it beautiful?
Whatever may I ask is that?
Oh, it's the song. It was so lonely there. All that music and no one listening. So I listened and I remembered.
Quite intriguing. No. Yes, to the point. That singing stone sadly was singing for the village. I am unsure if it may bring about any bad, unfortunate things. However, if it will or won't, that's something for the village to think of. Will it have any negative impact on them, you believe? The people living there?
Regardless, it was sitting all alone. It was bored. Stone is so terribly boring. I rescued this magic.
Rescue. Can
It
I
was
roll?
not your magic to rescue.
Very fair point.
Well, those people were not appreciating it properly.
That does not matter.
They really loved it, didn't they?
They saw it as good, but, if I may, you may be one to be able to teach them how to appreciate it properly. Take better care of it. Might be a win for both sides. You make sure the song isn't alone, well taken care of, and they...
Go ahead and roll for persuasion.
No, I only have a +1 for this.
You get advantage.
I got a 9. Oh, yay!
And there's also
Oh, I got 19.
there's also a reroll available too. So she kind of furrows her brow and says, "Well, fine. If it matters to you, I will undo my stitch, but it must be done carefully. Magic like this isn't just sound; it's meaning, and once meaning is unraveled, you must be gentle putting it back." And she kneels down on the ground, and she kind of like holds out this cloth, and it begins floating, and she begins to pluck. And as she's plucking, it seems as though like different strands of harmony are being pulled away from this small sheet. And your acuity with music, you should know how to do this. When you take this
Is she
back to
talking
the
to me?
yes, when you take this back to the
Okay.
stones, be sure to sing. And if you don't know how to sing very well, hum. The stones must remember your voices when you return this. And she stands up and brings forward this shimmering cloth and holds it out for someone to take.
Lilias will do that. And then says something in Sylvan, which I'm sending you now.
Valor, speak Sylvan. Ha ha!
Oh, does Malia speak Sylvan?
Since when?
No, I know Valor does because
Yeah.
Lois sent me a
Valar.
message about how
Okay.
Valor speaks Sylvan.
I do, yes.
If you want to send it to me privately, and you can send it to him privately. Ugh. Hang on, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the restroom real quick. All right. So, is Lilias saying more?
Yes.
Okay.
What did she say?
Is there a pause for her to respond?
Yes.
Okay.
Might change my continuing, but
So she says that to back in Sylvan. Sir Thomas, if you need to leave, go ahead.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
need
go
to
ahead and
I was waiting.
yeah. Is there wait? Did
appreciate
you want something? Want to do one final thing, or
Oh no, not really.
okay?
Pretty much just if there's combat encounter, run my character as he plays. You should
Oh
know that.
yeah,
Well.
there's
And,
not going to be combat. Don't worry about that.
okay.
So.
And if you need me to sing, I will record something and send it later for you guys to hear. I don't mind. Just let me
Please.
know, okay?
Just do it.
Okay. If you need me to sing something specific, let me know. I gotta sing. Anyways,
Yeah.
It's been nice playing. Sorry about the early leave.
You're good.
See
You're
ya.
good. Take care.
See ya.
Do you want me to forward the first thing to Valar?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just go ahead and do that real quick. I gotta find them on my list here. There we go.
So this is all that has been said so far.
This is all that's been said so far. I'm still waiting for the. Apparently, there's one more message coming, at least.
I would also say something.
Are you saying it in Sylvan?
Yes.
Okay.
So exciting for the stream, not to hear any of these conversations.
Sorry.
I mean, me personally, I don't mind saying it, and then you guys just don't act upon that knowledge. But
Of course not.
I won't do it until everyone else does it.
I'm assuming Logan doesn't speak.
No.
Nope.
Is there a role I can make because Elvin and Sylvan do share a lot of common words?
I am going to go ahead and say no here.
Okay.
She's simply going to here, forward this along. Actually, wait. So yeah, so I'm gonna forward this along. So Valar does say this. So go ahead and keep writing whatever you're writing. We can say that he said this after you said your thing. But either way. Yeah, during the first thing that Liliath said, you can see that Lyris gets a little bit annoyed, and then she says something in return.
know how it sounds like when you speak Sylvan.
Okay. And you hear this. And she's gonna say this in return. Dismissively. And yeah, maybe that's what needs to happen. Maybe we do need to like jump off to a different channel if this is gonna be longer.
Yeah, sure.
We should switch to a different
Yeah, it'll
channel
be
here
quicker.
because
This
yeah,
one without
this
Paige?
is taking longer than I want it to.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
let's do it.
fine.
It'll be quicker.
Come on, what is going on here? Okay.
Tell me where to go.
Yep. All right. So.
You stole the bot.
Yep, I stole the bot. So, Lyris says, "I won't rely on those enslaved to do your bidding."
We only ask you to return what was taken.
Enslaved. You misunderstand. My ravens are not slaves. They are my friends.
And may they leave at any time, or are they bound to you?
Should they request, I have no qualms. But none have ever done so.
I find great doubt in that.
Hold on. Let me just check one thing. No, fuck, wrong spell. Oh, never mind. I thought I could cast it on the Fae, but I can't. I wanted to make them speak with them. Never mind.
They have outlived my own memory.
Because you are not strong enough to hold your memory. My work is eternal.
As is mine.
We shall see.
Where are
What
your
is it gonna take?
allegiances?
My allegiance is to beauty. The rise and fall of that which is beautiful. The ever-changing landscape. The harmonies and tensions and resolutions of a song. I don't
And
expect
yet
you to
have doomed this
understand.
village. And yet you have doomed this village to silence.
I am returning the song as you have requested. Not for her sake, and not for your sake, but for the sake of the one that approached me with politeness.
Well, then everything is good then. I'll give you a slight nod.
You have different ideas of beauty than I do.
Yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, is it not? I will not question your methods if you do not question mine. But last I checked,
Very well.
there's nobody pursuing me.
I only offered you a chance to explore your desires further. But if you don't want it, then we're done.
Alright? I'm gonna start moving everyone back. Alright.
Thank you.
And
I was just thinking about the stream.
And at this point, Lyris is going to turn around, and she's going to face step and disappear.
Of course. What else would fucking Faye do?
Excuse me?
Never liked her.
You do realize I am part Fae.
Yeah. Hardly.
It's in your blood.
Not enough of it.
We can't all be that fancy. Anyway, did she leave anything behind?
She the only thing that's left behind is the shimmering cloth you took from her.
Ritually cast identify?
It seems to contain a spell of song. A musical spell. You can imagine that this is what was taken from the stones.
Okay. Now we just need to return this to the stone somehow.
She told us how before you entered into that conversation. She said that we had to sing it back into the stones.
Yes. I like the Phelan. Like, that's something you can do, right, dear? Note, Phelan has the mimicry trait.
So I imagine Valen could, yes.
Hope Phelan has a good performance.
Anyway, I'm gonna turn and head back to the village.
Alright.
Malia takes a moment before she leaves just to stare into the forest of the Freedom States.
Does it really mean there's nothing to kill for us here?
What do you mean?
Nothing. I was just thinking.
Now that would have been beautiful.
You're so romantic.
Don't make it weird.
Oh, don't worry.
Alright.
I'm a cleric.
And you guys make your way back to the village. Back to the stones.
Yes.
How
Okay.
are we supposed to put that thing back in there? Look at the cloth.
I mean, the idea was put the cloth on and sing to it.
I'm not much of a singer, but I guess
Okay.
will do.
So, how would this. If I have. Okay, can we, like, listen to the song that the cloth is giving? Before, like, you know, just trying to sing?
Sure.
Actually, kind of get, like.
Are you
some
asking?
semblance of what's going on.
Are you? I mean, the cloth seems to be emanating a song. You don't necessarily recognize the song, but it plays over and over.
Can we like rehearse before we actually sing it out to the stone?
Sure, you can have advantage on your roll. So
And
it'll be performance.
if Phelan through mimicry copies the sound, basically exactly, because it's a dead ass mimic.
Okay.
What would that do?
Is there? It's just the mimicry, nothing else.
Yes.
Okay. It does. Nothing happens.
I think it needs to come from a person who's true heart and their feelings. Not just a mimicry, but you're actually singing the song.
Well, the mimicry is Phelan. When Phelan does mimicry, she is singing the song. It's just
It's copying the sound. Are you saying that Phelan is performing
Isn't
with
that what
with
like
heart?
giving your own? I mean, yes, she would be. She's a living, breathing entity.
I mean, I suppose, yeah. If you want to go ahead and roll performance on it.
How do I do this?
From the because they don't have performance as a thing, you just hit their charisma. Wherever
Yeah,
their
but
charisma is.
how do I roll for my familiar?
You could just roll a d20, add the modifier.
Yeah, wherever their charisma modifier is.
Okay, that is a +2, and I have advantage.
You have advantage.
Okay, I don't know how to roll this with advantage, so I'm just gonna
Just roll. Yeah, just roll 2 die. Yeah. Okay.
21.
Yep. So, as the song is being performed, the fabric seems to melt back into the stones, and the stones begin to glow slightly before they begin to hum the tune. And the village chief, Long John, stands up, and he appears to be grateful while scratching his ass. It's like, thank you for doing that. Not sure what happened there, but
The song was stolen. We got it back.
well, mighty grateful for that. So, you know what we can do for you? We can let's see what we got for payment. We got some herbs, maybe some enchantments. I do got a telescope over here. I think it's magical. I think.
Let us take a look at it a little bit.
What is this telescope you talk about?
Yeah, I'm also a...
It's like it's a spyglass. It's and yeah. I'm guessing you use identify on it.
Yes.
Yep. It allows you to see. It's basically a spyglass of true sight, allowing you to see in one direction with true sight.
I think the spyglass will be
Me neither.
great.
It's like, very well, if that's what you want. It seems like junk to me.
That's interesting.
Does that also have like a telescope used for it, or to get into the sky, for example?
I mean, I guess you could use the. It's just like, you know, a spyglass. It's just that. It's not like an actual telescope, but
Okay. Very
Guess
cool though.
it's not much reason to squeeze them. I mean, and if, then they are hiding it very well.
well, it is getting dark out here. So, do you want to stay the night or something, or? I suppose you should.
Might be
I suppose we
beneficial.
will.
Well, staying here is going to cost you 1 silver for all of you.
You
What
still
do
make
you mean?
We just gave your song back.
They still have to make a living. They're not.
But also, we don't have to stay here. We can go camp outside the village.
Then let's do that. If you're so worried about 1 silver.
It's not about the silver. It's about.
The principle.
And the principle
I
is
just
these
hand
are
him a silver.
commoners who don't
I
have
just hand him
any
a silver.
place, aren't expecting guests.
Well, you can stay in this big tent here. We'll have some food here later on. Hope you guys like stew. It's potato stew. We haven't gotten meat yet, but so
Very.
if you're expecting meat,
Did you use all the badger meat on jerky instead?
yeah. We got really excited about it.
I'd be happy to hunt some for you. I'd be pretty effective at it.
Sure, if you want to.
Yeah, whenever time's convenient, we'll do that.
Go ahead and roll survival.
You know what? You know what? I like that. I'm not gonna guide you. I'm gonna enhance your ability on wisdom.
Okay. I was also going to say I was going to shapeshift into a wolf, which would give me keen smell. I don't know if that would help, but anyway, if I have advantage, doesn't matter.
But I wanna watch it.
Okay. Thank God I almost rolled a nat one,
Alright.
so that's 20.
You are able to find a big deer and bring it back.
Okay. And pretty much after maybe an hour, you just see a giant dire wolf dragging a dead elk back to the camp.
And all the commoners are freaking out. What is that? What is that?
I will drop the deer out of my maw and just say, still in wolf form, worry not.
It's talking!
I promise.
Get rid of it! It's a get rid of it!
And I will shift back into my normal form.
Ah! What are you?
Well, I'm Valar. I
No.
mean you no harm, and I brought you food.
Yeah, you were a wolf before.
Is that the first thing that amazed you in your life?
Oh yeah, we've never seen a wolf turn into a human before.
And I've never seen a singing stone before.
Hey, that's normal. We grew up with that.
Alright. Well, do not be worried, my friend.
And then they just kind of calm down and
I mean,
walk away, shaking their head. 'Cause, 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 'cause,
Even when Leviathan guidance, that was an impressive hunt, sir. I was still a bit out of breath trying to follow what you just did.
And I appreciate you not scaring the beast away.
I tried my best, but your word was... And I just don't finish my sentence and take a little bow.
Why'd you do that?
To show respect.
In my world, it is a sign of... Sorry. In my world, it is a sign of weakness. Of submission.
In my world, it's a very sensitive gesture, and it heavily depends on how deep you bow. A slight bow can gesture respect or confirmation, and a deep bow will gesture submission and weakness. But I do understand your point.
It is quite curious to see how different our worlds might be, but I guess that in a sense, showing your weakness is a sign of showing your trust. Anyway, I appreciate it.
Not
Normally, I just take the skin off and go at it, but I know I guess I have to prepare the meat in a certain way, so I'm willing to help with it if needs be. Just-
That
I
is a
just need some
socially
direction.
acceptable way, yes.
You like to show us?
I said so that is the socially acceptable thing, yes.
And I said, would you like to show us?
Yes, very well. And I will skin the deer.
All right. You skin the deer, prepare the meat. I'm sure Malia is gonna sleight of hand her way out of taking some potato stew without getting meat in it first.
I'm sure I'm close enough to the forest that if the stew is too meaty, I can just forage myself some berries and such.
All right.
If you want, Malia, next time I can just conjure up some berries for you.
I sort of can do that myself. It's not the same. But I appreciate that in case of an emergency. Sometimes there's, especially when we're in an area near the temple where there is no wildlife, it is very hard to find
Are you
nourishment.
talking about the forest south of here?
Hmm.
I was never advised to go there.
It's a dead place.
So I've been told.
Don't make me too curious.
Yeah, I must agree. It is quite intriguing to me. I know I shouldn't go there, but I want to.
Well, you'll have the opportunity staying with us.
Also, I have to say, your crow is it a raven or crow? A raven, I suppose.
Raven.
Yeah, your raven is quite a singer.
Yeah, she did sing a lot before. Not so much anymore.
Well, I've had many Corvid friends in the past, and they're
None like
usually
this.
quite bad at it. Oh, I'm sure. I did notice that they weren't behaving the way they normally do. Although they're smart creatures, they don't have that same personality.
Yes, well, they are more than simply beasts.
Yes, well, beasts are not always what they seem.
So, friend, I have a question while we are here.
You talking to me?
Resting and eating. Yes.
I'm listening.
Why are you and your friend and I mean, he doesn't seem to be very talk active right now, but why are you following our group? What's the benefit for you guys?
I will not speak for Logain, but it is not out of desire or lust that I am here, but out of a necessity. You see, what time of day is it right now? It's probably the evening,
It's
right?
nighttime, yeah.
I am guided by the moon, and I point. And I just turn my head towards it. She doesn't always speak, but I listen.
By the moon. Is that your goddess?
I mean, I think so, but I do not consider her that way. Oh, I guess I'm typing. Anyway. I was sent there by
To the
another friend.
moon?
Not exactly. Logan isn't my only friend in the forest. This particular friend, he's not the usual type. He's the one who taught me all there is to know about the Lady of Silver.
Lady of Silver. Wait, do I recognize that name at all?
If you want to roll religion check, you can check.
I will try. I
She's
am.
also known as Selune.
I can help you if you want. Proficiency in religion.
Even with the word Selune, you still have to roll religion?
Wait, how do I have a +5 in religion? What?
Are you proficient in it?
Even if I was, I'd only be a +4.
Well,
There's no.
he said that
Oh.
that it's Salune that he's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if you still need to roll after that.
I already rolled, but I'm now just very confused at how this is +5.
Anyway. This friend who taught me all about Selune, he advised me to go there. He did not explain why, but he told me to go to Stonecall. And there, perhaps we should find answers. Logain could find answers. However, on our way here, we could sense that something was stirring in the woods. We followed that feeling, and that's when we found you.
Selune. Very interesting.
Okay, no, I found out how I got a +3. Divine order from cleric.
Oh yeah, you add your wisdom to do that. It's so good. Yeah, my nature's +7.
I also added to Arcana. That's why I have a +7 Arcana. Jesus.
It's kind of busted that you're better at Arcana than most wizards. Like as a cleric or druid now.
Well, I'm a warlock.
I know. Well, you're also cleric, right?
Yes. Apparently, I know magic.
I'm not too fond of either, but I have always considered Char to be the better of the two.
I am not here to teach you about what God is better than the other. What I do know is that Our Lady of Silver is always here to guide us, but only if we're willing to listen. But she will not enforce her guidance upon you.
The same goes for Leviathan.
Is that your god?
Of course. And I raise my shield with the nine-tailed whip.
Actually, I'm not even going to roll religion on it. I'm just going to decide that I don't know about it.
She guides us all. She doesn't even have to enforce a role on us.
Well, that sounds like a god that values freedom above all.
No. She is here, always, because every creature knows pain. every creature can be put in order by pain.
Death is a far stronger motivator.
Yes, ma'am. But death is too much of an ultimatum, don't you think? It's not a motivation.
Not if it doesn't last.
It's a punishment. But
Not always.
we are not like you, ma'am. Not all of us rise, 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 and rise again.
And wouldn't you say the amount of times I've lived and died is plenty painful?
So you do admit you are also a servant of our mistress.
I serve no one.
Maybe you need a few more deaths, a bit more punishment, a bit
Are
more
you
suffering.
threatening me?
No, I would never. I'm not here to punish or kill you. I'm saying that if you are punished, tortured, you might see the guidance behind that.
Maybe.
So, your god's domain is pain.
Oh yes, you haven't heard of our goddess.
Maybe if my goddess valued that more important, I would have been taught about it, but no. Now tell me, why is pain so important to your god and to you?
Pain is order, and order is the root of every civilization, of every community, be it devil, human, fae, elf, whatever. They all establish an order, and they all establish it through pain and suffering, be it through punishment, fear, torture, prison, or whatever. Every order goes through punishment. That's the first step to civilization. If there is no punishment, there is no civilization.
Interesting.
Do you disagree?
If this was absolutely true, then the world would be entirely made of pain, but it isn't.
Is it not?
Isn't it?
Name me one creature that doesn't know pain.
Well, I'm not saying that is not what I said. All I'm saying is that although I have pain, so do you, and so does everyone. For example, as we are talking, Our Lady in Silver is blessing us with her light. That is a good feeling. That is not pain.
I never said that there is no reward.
Well, I agree with you on one part. Without suffering, there cannot be joy. That's the same as saying that without death, there is no life. Everything has to be in a balance.
Do appreciate the conversation with you. Might
Why are
be
you all bandaged up?
I'm carrying a lot of scars and I am proud of them, but people are getting scared. And scared people tend to call the law and the guards. And that is not always in my interest. I'm not a criminal, but having to explain yourself to guards and citizens all the time is a waste of time. You can surely see that.
Well, I certainly understand that, as I usually have to do my fair share of explaining, at least in the last few days. And I'm just gonna go back to eating my venison,
Okay.
enjoying it.
I am very interested in the mask, but I have the feeling that you won't explain it to me, won't you?
Can you repeat that last sentence?
I am very interested in the mask you carry, but I have the feeling that you won't explain it to me honestly yet.
It just makes me feel more comfortable. That is it.
So you feel the need to hide.
Well, I can take it off if you want.
Now I'm interested. I'm very interested.
I am on a time limit right now, so if you want to show him, go ahead and show him. But I am, like I said, I am on a time limit
If
here.
you want to show him, just fucking show him, you dick. Just come on, go ahead.
I'll briefly take off my mask and put it back on, but in that brief time, you will see my face, which is this. Sorry, copying the image. Where should I put it?
Well, I guess it depends on who.
Maps and images, perhaps.
Yep.
Because I can see it
And
too.
you
so
see
I'm in the
this crescent
conversation.
moon tattoo on my forehead. My eyes are bright blue, and yes, my skin is very pale. I will put on the mask back, though. It's mostly a matter of staying inconspicuous in the wild. It's more advantageous that way. Also, my dear friend made it for me.
Dear friend, I will not push it further. Right? I think you have risen almost more questions than you would have answered. But maybe it's time to sleep. Or did you wish to continue this conversation?
I have never felt so drained before. Perhaps all these social interactions have drained my spirits. Perhaps we shall continue this another day.
Dot.
All right.
So what? How are we doing? What's
You guys are doing a
Anybody
great job. Like I hate to interrupt you. That's why I've been like staying silent. But
No, I think it was a good ending point.
so,
Good.
if there's nothing else important that anyone wants to do, I'm gonna go ahead and end the session.
Nope.
But is there anything that anyone wants to do before I do?
I don't think
I'm
so.
good.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Do that. And then I'm gonna hit the stop streaming button. So, good session.